But so yeah, okay, you believe that with your mempool relay filter policy, you are adding enough friction to discourage shitcoinery.
No, I just want to add any friction I can.
So would you say that on your nightstand you have a bucket of sand because sometimes you just want to add some friction?
What?
No?
Yeah, it's right next to my bottle of lube.
All right. Okay. Why do Nazis have sand on their nightstand to add friction?
Well,
What is the communist inverse of that?
what are people bullish about these days?
Peer-to-peer, no KYC. Like, that's definitely what I'm bullish on.
We are in the Czech Republic, and I have it on good authority. There is over 1 million users of Vexel. Have you used Vexel?
Yes.
Because you are like Swedish Spanish, you're in Ameripur.
Yeah.
In America, we do not yet have Vexel because like things that are free, like they don't vibe with you, I guess. So
Yeah, there's nothing like a country that claims it's free to lose its freedom quicker than anyone else.
yeah. So with Vexel, you can go in your app. Where's my phone, by the way? Oh yeah, I have it here. And you can find people peer-to-peer and exchange goods and/or services for Bitcoin. There we have it. And yeah, so I have it on authority. Like in Prague, in Czech Republic, almost nobody uses any kind of exchange anymore. They only use this app where you can meet in a public place like this.
And get wrench attacked.
You can't, of course, but so there's always this
That's
trust
the
assumption.
beauty of it.
Yes.
You won't get
I
wrench
think that's
attacks
a-
because I would never trade with someone that I don't know or trust.
You may remember local Bitcoins.
Yeah.
And they had this problem with a trust assumption, and then they became like a custodian and like a how do you say, a escrow?
Escrow.
An escrow,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
they shut down. And Vexel is solving this through the social graph.
Yeah, so if
I trust him and he knows you, and then if you have an offer, I can ask Knut, do you trust this guy? And he will say, no, he runs core. And they will not meet with you and will not exchange Bitcoin.
Yeah, you know, there was a lending platform. It was like BTC Jam that did the same thing. I think there's fundamental problems with the web of trust if it's Sybil attackable. It depends on how easy or hard it is
But it
to
is not
create
Sybil
identities.
attackable because you have your own social graph in your address book in your phone. How is that Sybil attackable?
Yeah, if I have 15 friends in common with Knut, then that means that like I'm much more likely to trust you if I share 15 common friends with Knut.
And there's always the option to contact Knut and then verify.
I'd say that Vexel is one of the results of the institutional whack-a-mole of shutting every good thing in Bitcoin down. So like local Bitcoins is one that was shut down
Yes.
by institutions.
And one could say
or
one of the
government
reasons
agencies.
why it was shut down was like it was a for-profit enterprise.
Yes.
And Vexel is
And-
purely open source, non-profit.
I compare it to BTC Pay, where we now have BTC Pay server. So
Yes.
so the more, this is one of the things I love about Bitcoin. The more they try to attack it, the more resilient it becomes, and I think Vexel is a part of that right now. Like, it's, as I said before, trajectionally correct.
So, and to throw Nicolas Dorier under the bus, he is also a strong proponent of Core
Of course,
Volume
I've
30.
seen.
So
Yes.
that would give you pause, maybe in your understanding that NOTS is directionally correct. Yeah, do you think we will? I recently saw a very interesting take on Twitter. Somebody said we need an AI Bitcoin Core maintainer. So we outsource the decision making to something more neutral, more logical than a human. What's your take?
Don't just don't change it that much.
And your take?
Change it when there's a really good idea that everyone agrees on. Otherwise, don't change it.
I mean, my take is that AI, as it is today, can't think at all. All it can do is try to predict the future based upon patterns that have been
It's a
fed
very
into it.
advanced Markov chain.
So it's really bad if you're trying to do something novel that has never been done before because there's no data for it to be trained upon.
It is very good at making connections, and there's a lot we can learn with it, and we are much more efficient. But we should not outsource our ingenuity to it.
A machine cannot feel uneasy and is thus never imagining a state of the future in which they have used certain means to reach certain ends, and thereby they cannot have agency. They cannot act out of free will.
But then again, I would say that half of the core maintainers also lack empathy and or emotion. So, oh, we lost one. So I think we won this debate, I would say.
A machine will never be able to predict what a shitcoiner might come up with.
That is an interesting